Hey, it's Anthony Meisner with Land Title. I wanted to bring you the City of Denver market update for the month of July. We are up about 13% in average sales price. It's really starting to slow down just a little bit, which is really a good sign because it means all that fiscal policy is actually starting to work and that monetary policy. So basically, things are starting to slow just a hair, but we went from that 20% appreciation range hopefully somewhere back down into reality. We really need to be around 6% or so to keep that affordability from getting completely out of check. The other part about this is the attached market is actually trending back to more of that normal range. So we're back into that 5% or so. So that's starting to look really good. That price per square foot is a little bit better indicator sometimes of just how much more or less affordable housing is getting. And being that, you know, the condo price per square foot is still up 12%, we have some work to do there in order to get this more to an affordable range. But at least we're starting to slow down just a hair. The single family home though, the city of Denver is very expensive. We're almost $400 a square foot. That's where we've been trending for the spring market. And I would expect that, you know, definitely not to slow down. It's not going to go down anytime soon. Now, when you look at this, so this is our new listings coming on for the city of Denver. We had 1,500 new listings last month. We're down about 15% or so from last year, but we're trending in the right area. I think a lot of that might just be a little bit of shock from those interest rate rises. Now, when you go over to the buy side, when you look at demand, people have really started to pull back in Denver. So we're starting to see that inventory level begin to rise, and that's largely due to interest rates, and just kind of that uncertain future that people are experiencing, and I wouldn't expect that to last forever by any stretch of the imagination, but hopefully we'll get back to closer to more of our normal rates here soon. But that 30% under contract number reduction from last month and last year, that's really starting to be a little bit concerning. So keep your eye on that. But like I said, don't expect it to last forever. The month supply of inventory though, if you're bringing a listing to market, we're still only at 1.3 months of inventory. We basically went from 4 weeks to 5 weeks or 5 weeks to 6 weeks, however you want to look at it. And this is still a really good time to list homes, right? We definitely have to do things different than we would have in past, but this is still a very very seller friendly market, right? Buyers are still competing for deals and all that fun stuff. If you look at it here, the average home still are going under contract in 14 days. Last year's at 13 days. We're barely up from that. The speed of the market is still so rapid. So that being said, it looks like things shifted just a little bit earlier this year, largely due to those interest rate hikes. So we're hottest market was about April time instead of where we were, you know, in years past where June is usually our peak. We're still at over asking price though. So in the month of July, people were still getting bidding wars, right? They were still dealing with that. At least the homes that sold. Now that data lags about 30 days, so you can see that it's starting to slow down, and it should expect to continue to see that. But a normal market is really around 100% at the peak of the market, right? And we haven't been there in a long time, since about 2019. So expect it to kind of get back to those 2019 levels. Now, if you have any other questions, I'm Anthony at Land Title. We'll catch you soon.